Hey.
Hey. Welcome back to Candid Talk with Lexee Love and
Valentina versus Valentino.
And we have a special guest, and go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience.
Hello, I'm Howard Horn.
Hey, Howard.
Hi. Long time no see.
I know, huh? So how you doing tonight?
I'm doing great.
You doing great? You glad to be here?
Yeah, we had an interesting day today earlier.
Yeah, we did. We did some filming on the skits that I had wrote last year.
Yeah.
And so we just
getting to it because of, circumstances.
Of course, yeah. So before we get started, we always do our drink that our bartender Valentina does. Valentina. And we decided to make a
tequila sunrise
for Howard because Howard loves
tequila.
Indeed.
So go ahead and try it, and let us know how you like it.
Very good.
You like it?
Oh, yeah.
It's good.
It's on point.
He said it's on point.
Right.
So yeah, it is. But it's also good, especially if you like tequila. Right. So go ahead and say how you made it.
So it is tequila, orange juice, and you just drizzle grenadine over the top. And I used a lime garnish, but I mean you can use like an orange or really whatever you want.
Well, tequila and lime go great together because some people when they do shots they do the salt, lime, salt. Yeah, so it actually mixes really well. Yeah. So yeah, and also since him being our host, he got his tumbler. So we expect you to let your followers know on your Instagram about it.
Okay.
So we can get continuous support for our podcast. These things are awesome on wealthcity.shop. And right now we just have the one design, the different Japanese skulls, but we're hoping to get other designs as well. But this actually, like I said, it stays cold when you put cold items in, and it stays hot when you put hot items in there. So go ahead and visit wealthcity.shop. So before we actually get started with Howard and find out who he is, anybody got a pet peeve? Anything great happen this week? We'll let our host go ahead and go first.
Let's let Howard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm sorry. I said guest. I didn't say host. I didn't say host.
Let our host go first.
Oh, let our guest
I don't have anything interesting, but so.
Yeah, let's go ahead with our guest.
Nothing interesting.
What's our pet peeve?
Pet peeves, same as always. Traffic. People not driving, not showing respect when they drive. Just especially motorcyclists.
Oh,
they just weave in and out.
They expect you.
They are at all times. But
Yeah. So nothing interesting.
You can do is be a defensive driver.
Especially here in Atlanta.
Right. Yeah.
So really interesting.
Nothing happened going on.
Well, the most interesting was the Obsession.
Oh, you did watch it?
Yeah, I did watch
it.
Obsession on Netflix. Check it out. Did you get a chance to see it?
She hasn't seen it. The one I was talking about last week, I think.
Yeah. Okay, remind me again.
Yeah, about the what is it?
The older man.
Older man, and he was actually messing with his sons.
Oh, yeah. We talked about it.
We did. Yeah. So how'd you like it?
It was great. It was great, but it was so unexpected. The twisted turns. You just gotta watch it. You gotta see it. It's only I think 5 episodes right now, but I think they're probably going to extend it.
You think so?
Yeah, I think it's going to continue.
It's going to be interesting. It left it open. Yeah, but he got what he deserved. He got his karma. She left his ass.
She did.
And he's just sitting there looking crazy.
He lost his wife, the kids.
He lost both his children.
He wouldn't be able to live. Well, I don't think she probably would have been able to live with herself knowing that, it was
his fault that her fiance died.
Right.
Yeah. Sorry, spoiler alert. But we're not gonna tell you how he died and why he died.
Right.
So
watch it.
You gotta watch it.
Surrounding
it was great.
Well, I'm glad. Well, for me, do you have any pet peeves?
Mm-mm.
Nothing interesting happened this week. Nothing.
No.
Man, you had a boring week.
I feel like I always have a boring week.
You always have but you're not a boring person. That's just the thing. You are kind of low down. Like you keep
That
you.
sounds kind of bad.
I don't mean low down.
Low down. Like,
You stay on the low, not low down in a bad way, but you stay on the low. Like when you do stuff, nobody really knows what's going on with you.
Yeah.
So you on the low down, not low down. You're a low down person.
Right. Just make sure we clarify that.
Right.
She's definitely not a low down
People
person.
are watching this. So.
Right.
You definitely, yeah. She's definitely not. She's the sweetest. She is a sweetheart, but don't get on her bad side.
Right.
Okay.
That's it.
Oh gosh, my pet peeve.
Yeah.
Just I don't really have a pet peeve. It's just the same thing. You know, I don't. You know, not really. My week was okay. You know, I had a few auditions this week, and
Your tire went flat.
Oh.
When you ran over something.
Oh
That's
yeah,
always
that was a pet.
kicker.
Yeah, that was.
She
Yeah.
said you didn't even see it.
No, I didn't see it. I don't even know. All I heard was something go clunk, clunk up in mine. I was like, the first thing I said, my tires. And so when I checked it, it was a big gash in it. I was so mad.
Luckily, it was just one of them.
Well, yeah, it was just.
Or I didn't blow it out.
Well, yeah, I will say that. I'm glad it didn't blow it up. But I wasn't driving that fast. I was on a back road. So I'm glad that didn't happen. So I just.
What it was?
No, I have no idea. No
They
idea.
don't know? Like they can't tell?
No, I mean, it was just a big gash in it, but it did not puncture the tire for the air to go out.
Right.
So I was happy about that.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. But the only thing I had to do, I had to wait because they didn't have they don't ever have the Michelin tires in stock, ever.
Right.
Ever. And it's especially, you have to have that on this particular car because when I bought the vehicle, that's the first thing they said. Do not allow them to put any other tire because the car is designed for this particular Michelin tire.
Right.
Because it'll throw off the sensors in the vehicle and then it'll irritate you. Because it's a smart car. It irritates me. Anytime something comes on, I got to go and get it checked out because that car tells you what's wrong.
Yeah, it's going to tell you.
And it's very irritating. So, yeah. But, no.
At least you stay ahead of the game.
I have to because I have to rely on myself.
Right.
You know, it's just about me now.
Right.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we're going to move on and find out a little bit about Howard Horn and how we met.
Yeah.
So, you know, give us a brief description of everything about you.
Everything about you.
Just, you know, whatever you want the audience to know.
I've been acting here in Georgia since 2017.
Okay.
Like really kicking it off. And it's funny because it was one of my mom's nursing friends. She was just like, 10 o'clock at night, I'm just sitting there watching TV, and she was like, texting me talking about there's an audition up in Atlanta for I think it was 21st Century Entertainment.
Okay.
And so I was just like, okay, I'll check it out. And I went in there and met the owner, Kim Perez. She used to be a cheerleader for the Atlanta Falcons.
Okay.
And
Nice.
Daisy, I forgot Daisy's last name, Santos, I think. But they own the place, so they pretty much will run you through a program to teach you the business of acting. And then you would audition for a casting director or a talent agent at the end of the program. And so I got an agent and
Nice.
was just kind of chilling for a little bit, you know, trying, like you said, doing auditions, trying to see what's going on. But and then finally, I went to a premiere of a movie called Sisters in the Shrink up in Atlanta.
Okay.
And the director.
This was still the same year?
No, this was 2 years afterwards.
2019?
2019.
Okay.
2019, probably like April. And just met the director, producer, writer of the movie. And that was the end of that. Then I went to an audition. They were having some kind of seminar or something for another movie that she was going to write and produce called The Prayer. And went to that and got casted as one of the doctors in the movie.
Nice.
Right. So, but then unfortunately I broke my leg and wasn't able
to play that
film.
part.
Well, no, she's so sweet. What she did was she put my scenes last,
Okay.
so I could still do the role. That's how. Oh my gosh, she's just so. You know,
It
shout
was
out to
still
Hazel
meant
Simpson.
to be.
Yeah, she did. She was like, no, I'm not calling. I was like, my leg's broken. She's like, oh, don't worry, we'll just film your scenes last.
Right.
I'm like, what? So prayers are answered. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I had nothing to
yeah.
do with that. And
So how long was it before you actually started filming? Was your leg pretty much healed at that point?
Yeah, I was in a walking boot, which
You were on the set with the walking boot?
Yes, like Dr. House, trying my best to act normal, you know, and yeah, I guess I played it off. But you can see the prayer on Tubi, and it's fact too, and Sisters in the Shrink on Tubi. Amazon Prime, and I think it's on YouTube now, actually.
Okay, is it one and two?
2 and 3.
2 and 3.
There's one.
Okay, you're in
I'm
2.
Not in 1.
Okay, you're in 2 and 3.
1, 2, yeah, but 2 and 3 are the ones I'm in.
Okay.
And the prayer is on Tubi as well.
So what character? You said that you played the doctor in
The prayer.
The prayer, but then the shrink,
Sisters in the Shrink.
What character was that you played?
Let me just give you the story on that. So I wasn't even in it. I was calling Miss Simpson, the writer, to inquire about the prayer because it hadn't come out yet. So I'm just like, let me call her and see what's going on. And then when I called, she said, "Oh, we're filming Sisters in the Shrink too, and if you want to be an extra in it, I'll put you in the church scene and we'll make sure you get some FaceTime." So I'm like, cool. And then 3 days later, she called and said that the guy playing the pastor came down with COVID. And so they were like, "We don't really like the second choice. Do you mind playing the pastor?"
Wow. So and they made a really good choice because I seen you play. You definitely came off as a preacher. Really? Yep, a Baptist pastor.
Right.
Yep.
At a Southern Baptist.
Southern Baptist.
But see, that just shows you the blessing though, because before I wasn't even in the movie. From being into
the prayer
extra to being.
And you already had a form of relationship. And I don't think a lot of people understand that in this industry. A lot of it is relationship.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of it's relationship, who you know.
Right, but who you know.
And who likes you.
Right, yeah.
And who likes you. That's the bottom line.
Right.
If they don't like you,
they ain't gonna.
You get in the boot.
Right. They're gonna tell everybody don't work with them.
Well, I don't know about. Well, yeah, it depends.
That's
but
the thing too.
A lot of times it's the people, they just don't like you that's on the cast. There's some jealousy going on, some hate going on.
Going back to it. Oh, I know what she's talking about.
And so it's kind of like.
Yeah.
What this is a reference to.
Right.
So, those, and it's kind of like, I think everybody, I believe that there's pie for everybody.
Yeah.
And when I feel like when you do certain undermining stuff to people, I promise you, it comes back. It comes around full force. Yeah. Everything comes around full force.
Right.
When, it circles back around. That's all I got to say. It circles.
Oh, it does.
So, before acting, what were you doing prior?
Before that, I was in the Army for 6 years.
Okay, Army. We got an Army boy over here. Yeah. What branch?
U.S. Army, Fort Benning.
Well, what rank? What rate?
Oh, SPAR specialist. E4 specialist.
Okay.
It's a military police mom dog.
Okay, so you were a police officer. Okay.
Did you do it after you got out?
No, I didn't want to do it when I got out. I was good.
You didn't want to be on the cops?
No.
Bad boys. What you gonna do?
No, I'm good. It's different in the military. But I was, I said, canine, so we got to do Secret Service missions for President Bush.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Did you ever go to DC?
Yeah.
I
did DC, New York, Minnesota.
Anytime like not just the president, but like any congressman or anything did you do that, or was just strictly for him that you went and checked?
First lady and the vice president.
Okay. Did you train a bomb dogs, or were the bomb dogs that you worked with?
They were already trained from Lackland Air Force Base, but we, continued the training with them.
So you did bomb dogs, because I know they have drug dogs too. I was, I worked for the
drug dog.
Yeah, I know a little bit about it.
It's kind of like being promoted.
When you do the bomb dogs?
Patrol dog, you just, apprehends and bites, and then you put on a narc dog. And then, of course, the bomb dog being the highest, or explosive detector, as they call it.
Yes.
And it's the most serious, because, you're looking for things that blow up.
Yeah. It's amazing how those dogs, they know it.
Yeah.
And I don't think they get the recognition. I know they're trying to, But at one time, they didn't give the recognition to the dogs. These dogs would work, what, 10 to 14 years?
14 years.
And then they just put them down.
Right.
And it's,
oh, wow.
Yeah. So
they started adopting them out. I can't remember what year it was, but I was still in, and they finally did allow them to start going home.
because a lot of the handlers would retire,
Right.
and they wanted the dog,
Right.
and they wouldn't allow them to have it. They
Right.
would put them down because you can't just have the dog.
Right. Somebody needs to be
Yes.
trained to
Yeah, because
deal
there's
with
certain,
their aggressive behaviors.
Yes. So usually it was the handler would be like, I want the dog. And so now they're, So
There was a movie about that, what you're talking about. I can't remember.
where the handler got killed, and then
they were trying to get rid of it. I guess he had to bring the dog back to wherever.
they took the dog to the funeral, to the handler.
Yeah.
And then the dog liked the brother because it had the same scent as the handler.
Oh, okay.
And eventually they end up allowing
was
to.
it Channing Tatum? I think it's the main character.
I don't remember, but it was
It's
based
actually
on.
a really good movie.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
It's a really good movie.
Okay.
So, I didn't think I gave the title of our podcast today.
No, you didn't.
It's sibling relationships.
Yeah. You look
Yes,
at me
sibling.
like,
I know sibling relationships. I don't. You know what? It's so funny because
you don't tell me anymore.
I don't be telling her nothing.
So
I
just in the dark.
I literally found out, like, I asked her, I'm like, hey, when she was picking me up from the job, I'm like, hey, so what are you talking about? And then she told me. And I'm just like, okay. I shouldn't have to, have to put too much thought into that, like I'm a sibling, so.
Yeah. I mean, and plus I like her candidness.
Oh,
Like she don't not know everything. So
I don't have a time to think about what I'm gonna say.
So we've actually worked together because we met in 2019 for a movie, or would you think it a movie or was it a series that they were trying to put called 1997?
Right.
And I was casted as his dead wife that was coming back to possess him pretty much.
Right.
And you were the sheriff of the town.
Right.
And
Right.
we did, so that was 2019 when we met.
Yeah.
And
It was
so,
a lot of fun working.
well, we did.
Yeah.
It was.
Because from that even, we got casted to work Attack of the Snow. And that was fun too.
And then the next one that they haven't put out yet.
Attack of the Rain.
Yeah, Attack of the Rain. But we weren't in that together.
Right.
But we were, So hopefully we'll see that because I did talk to Joseph about it.
Okay.
And he said after they're doing some reality show, and he said after that he plans on pretty much finish editing. But we'll see, Joseph.
Shout out to Joseph. Let's get it popping.
And then we did. I don't even know what it was. I don't know if it was a music video or something pertaining, because I did something with a football player.
Yeah. Trevor.
I don't remember his name.
Trevor Williams.
Yes, never seen that.
I didn't see it.
I didn't see it, so I don't know what it was for.
Right.
I never was really told what it was for.
Yeah, I didn't see it either.
And then I did something with another guy, and I was his girlfriend / wife. I'm not really sure what my.
Talking about the I Love Sex.
Not the I Love Sex. It was it was dealing with another guy, and he went to jail. I don't know if he was a rapper. I don't really know what he was.
Okay.
And then his mother, we all lived together. So I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, I don't think we worked. We worked on that separately.
Right.
You did a part solely separate from me, and then I did a part. So yeah.
Right.
So but. Yeah, so we've done a lot, and then we did the trailer for Best Revenge,
Yes.
and then I think I won like 2 things for that. What do you call them? Laurels, I think they're called.
Okay.
And then we did the Adrift this week,
Yeah.
and so that is being submitted to film festivals as well.
And different skits.
Yeah, we do our little skits,
Yeah.
our little comedy. I like to write comedy. So yeah. So hopefully we're trying to get finished with it.
So,
And yeah, I casted my daughter as, I think, is this Tracy? Is that Norris's wife's name?
Is it Tiffany or Tracy?
I think it's Tracy.
Tracy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So hopefully we'll get that done, because Norris is all in Florida, so we have to
Norris, shout out.
Shout out, Norris.
Bro.
So yeah, is there anything else with your career or anything that that you are working on or?
Well, there's the Sisters in the Shrink 4 that's already
4.
Right, it's already finished, but it hasn't come out yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not in that one. But then part 5, I'm back into that one, but we haven't actually filmed it yet. So I just need to see what the timeline is on it. But it's supposed to be a series, a continuous series.
Oh, I'm thinking it was a movie type situation.
Initially it was the pilot. I guess they decided the first movie would be the pilot, and then second and third.
So they decided to make it into like a series.
Right.
Okay.
That was
Well, then they should have just sticked with the original name and then just had episodes. You know how like you have episodes and then you name the episodes?
Yeah.
And the series is just called that name.
Right.
And then you have the different episodes.
What are y'all talking about?
Sisters in the Shrink.
Yeah, something that he did.
Yeah. Initially, I think Miss Simpson wanted it to be a series, but it came out as a movie. Maybe they didn't know if they were going to be able to make it a series or not, because you got to see what the reaction is. Mm-hmm. Do we have a product that people want to see more of, right? And so I guess after that, based off of that, it's okay. Well, let's do 2 and then 3.
Yeah. Isn't the Braxtons involved in that? Okay.
On there and, well, I think all of them are going to be on there eventually, but right now Trina is, and what's the other sister?
Yeah, because one sister, she passed away last year.
Yeah, Tracy did.
Yeah.
I can't think of her name, but so 2 of them on there right now.
Okay.
And Rashawn,
okay. Well, I look forward to seeing it.
Yeah.
When it definitely. I know I did see the one that you were in. Mm-hmm. Number 2. I didn't see number 1, but I did see, because that's pretty much when you told me, the thing out, and I watched it. Yeah, and then I didn't see the one where your wife she ties you up on the bed to keep you from leaving because you doing some stuff that you ain't supposed to with another woman. You know how them preachers be doing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's part 3. Yeah, you got some issues.
Yeah. That infidelity is treacherous.
Yeah.
It is. It's really sad that, you have pastors that are in the pulpit and they are telling everybody, don't do this, don't do that. And then they be at night they be like dun 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 dun. I'm not talking about the ones, so if it doesn't relate to you, I'm not talking about you, but I'm talking about the ones that be undercover. Yeah, then we got 2 or 3 baby mamas.
Oh, wow.
And the first lady sitting there like this, like she already know, but she
she know what's going on.
But like that money good, so she like this.
But that's like something we discussed about putting people on pedestals, giving them too much power.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, even the pastor's still just a man. Mm-hmm. And he's actually probably feeling more temptation than
the average
other man, because the devil really wants to make him stumble. That's his prize. Like, if I can get the head of the church to fall,
then everybody's
going to lose faith. So he's really coming at him with everything. So you got to pray for the pastor. Don't put him on a pedestal, but, understand he's under a lot of strain. But you got to, communicate. Say, Pastor, you all right, Pastor?
Right. But then he also has...
looking at Sister Such kind of hard in church.
But but I think they also put themselves in a position. You should never put yourself in a position with a woman. Like, you should not be having meetings behind closed doors by yourself with a woman that you are attracted to. Just some things you can't do. I mean, it's like anything else. If you're alcoholic, you ain't going to a bar. If you're a drug addict, you ain't going down Skid Row. I mean,
that's why they say, some people still say, even if you're not physically doing, but cheating, it's just a thought. You flirting with somebody or doing little things, because that's what it starts with initially.
Yeah.
And it's just a matter of time after that. You're already thinking about it.
Yeah.
So you're entertaining it.
Right.
Yeah, because you're going to entertain it. Yeah.
Right.
That's why I said, but even if you're a pastor's wife, you still be turning tricks for your husband. Okay?
Turning tricks.
You know what I mean? Like, make sure he stay at home. When he come home, he at home. You know when I say turning
You
tricks?
and these references. Because when someone says turning tricks,
Right, you think it's something
literally
else,
turning
right.
tricks.
Oh, okay. Well, turning tricks for her man, meaning that she's doing stuff exclusively for him to keep him from wandering. Because
Hear him at home.
yes, take care of
Do
him.
your wifely duty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
and not just be prude about it. Well, I'm the first lady, so I don't need to do that.
I'm too good for it.
Ain't nobody too good for nothing.
Right.
Not when it comes to making sure his eyes stay like this and not like.
Right, wandering everywhere.
Yeah, not saying that it won't happen. I'm just saying you're giving him something for him not to want to.
Right.
I mean, if a man is in love with you, he's in love with you.
Right.
But if there's a lot of women, oh hey, pastor.
Right. Right.
It's that power though, because even first ladies can get seduced by the power of being the first lady.
Yeah.
So now I'm first lady. I don't have to do anything like you're describing at home or whatever. I'm good.
Right.
I got the clout. I'm the first
Right.
lady. All the ladies respect me,
Right.
so I ain't got to do anything else. So you know what I'm saying? So it goes both ways.
Right.
She could be the one that's all about the power. And,
Yeah, it
and
could
stuff.
be.
And so now he's feeling neglected at home, like you said. So
That's why I would never be a pastor's wife. Never.
never. You wouldn't trust him. Is that?
It's just that I don't. Yeah. It's just certain things that I just don't want to do. I don't want to be somebody that I'm not.
You don't want to fulfill that role. I
Yeah.
can't see you being a pastor.
No, because I'm too authentic. Like I can't be fake. Like 'cause to me, I feel like you got to be fake to a certain degree. It's kind of like somebody comes up to you, knowing you don't like that. Hey, sister, how you doing?
Right.
I can't do that.
Okay.
If I don't like you, I don't want to talk to you.
Right.
I don't got nothing to say to you. What? Can I help
She
you?
wouldn't be good in politics, right?
No,
She
probably
can't-
not.
she can't
It's so
lie.
funny. I wanted to be a politician when I was growing up. I wanted to be in politics because I thought it was cool to be a politician. Because I wanted to talk. I wanted to talk.
Yeah.
I'm a talker. Now I would never, because nobody would vote for me because they'd be like, "Dang, she too real. Like,
Yeah, right. That's
can
what
she
I'm
be
saying.
fake for a little bit?
Right.
Nope. All y'all suck."
Filter, just give it to you raw, uncut.
Right.
This is it. And then we're like, oh no.
Right. I don't
We
care
can't
about
deal with
Yeah.
we can't deal with Lexee.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not diplomatic. Yep,
Yeah.
you're right. Yep.
Yeah.
And like I said, only certain people can deal with me anyway. Because I already know. Oh, yeah, we already know. Trisha's going to be too authentic. She's going to be too real. I'm not going to try to hurt your feelings,
Right.
but I don't know. I just feel like being yourself and just being honest is better. Because people are going to respect you. If you don't like me, you'll respect me. Well, I don't like her, but I respect that she says what she says, and I want to be around her. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
You just don't want to be fake, like you said. What is that from Hamlet? To thine own self be true, meaning you got to be true to yourself. You can't be a fake person because you got to look in that mirror at the end of the day and live with who is in the mirror.
Yes.
And if you're a fake person, you're not going to be happy.
That's Michael Jackson. Man
The
in the
man in the
mirror.
mirror.
The man in the mirror.
Yeah.
You know, I think, when we were talking about Michael Jackson when we had lunch today.
Yeah.
And we were talking about how much he was he was 10 years before everybody when it came to his videos, when it came to his music.
Right.
He trended everybody. Because he was the one who actually started the mini short videos, because the music video was just that,
Right.
just about the music and the dance and all
Right.
that. He did a little script and everybody had roles and lines. He started that.
Right.
So yeah, Michael Jackson was definitely the
Before his
entertainer.
time.
He was definitely before his time. Yeah, and even Jillian knows who Michael Jackson is. Isn't that crazy?
Really?
Yeah, she knows who Michael Jackson is. Yeah.
You know who
I don't
MJ
think I
is.
ever
Yeah.
played no Michael Jackson with her.
Well, I have. So yeah, he's yeah. So
I'm sure she's probably, because Mercedes listens to old school all the time.
yeah,
So
Mercedes,
maybe she heard
Michael
her at some
Jackson,
point.
yeah. So yeah, we were talking about the old heads.
Yeah.
Even Prince, same thing.
Yes.
Just the legendary.
Yeah.
There is nobody you can copy. It's never going to be the same.
Nah.
It's something about those two performers that were just they were.
Right, every time.
Yeah, every time. You would never know anything was wrong with them because they get out on stage and they could do it.
Right.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and move on with our title, Sibling. Yeah. And you have just one sister, right?
Right, correct.
Yeah.
2 years
So
older.
2 years older. She just had so it's just had 2 kids, your mom and dad.
10, I was like, whoa.
Oh no, she's only 2 years. So we definitely grew up around each other. But she was born in Germany, and when she came to the States, she was able to start school, I think, at 5 when we came to Georgia. But I had to wait till I was 6. So she ended up being 3 years ahead school,
Wise.
but only 2 years ahead of me. So she graduated in 90 when I graduated in 93. But we were in all the programs together. Like I said, Girl Scouts. She was in Girl Scouts and the Boy Scouts, youth choir, the youth.
Well, being you were a military brat as well, right? Because she was a military brat for a little while, and I grew up in the military.
Right.
So, but I have questions. I have questions. Yeah, I always, I
have answers.
I love my questions.
Okay.
That's how we flow.
All right.
So yeah, so how would you describe the relationship with your sister?
How would I describe it? We have an awesome relationship. The only time I can recall we ever fought, I mean, like for real, was when the phone became a thing, the house phone.
Okay, when you were in your preteens, 14.
Yeah. We had, I mean, like we watched the same cartoons, the same shows, the music videos, all that stuff. We said, we sang together at church. We were in the youth group. Went to the movies together. So everything was cool. But when she first started talking on the phone, I was just like, what's the deal with the phone? She's always on the phone. Like, what's so great about that? Because I didn't have any friends to talk to. But then when I started wanting to talk on the phone, and like I said, it's the house phone. So there's no...
We only had one line back then.
Right, one line, no call waiting, no caller ID, no call.
It was busy when you called, and they was on the phone.
Yeah, but that was it. It was like, okay.
Y'all had the pagers back then?
No, not it's before that. The pagers didn't come out until what? The
90s
early 90s, literally.
We had pagers. If you wanted to talk to your friends, you had to talk to them on the house phones, usually in the kitchen, and then maybe your parents had a phone in their bedroom. But
it was all connected.
Right now.
It was one of those phones where you be on the phone too long. Get off the phone! You holding up my line. That's what my mother used to do that to me all the time.
That was so embarrassing.
I would tell people don't even call the house.
Yeah, right. She was letting you know she didn't care who you were talking to.
She did not come to the room.
Right.
She got on the phone.
That's how they did it, though.
I feel like you have done that a few times. So
did you do that too? Did you pay back?
I don't know.
The house phone.
I don't know. Did we? Well, because we didn't have cell phones didn't come out till probably the late 90s for like everybody.
Right.
I'm talking about with like when me and Mercedes was in high school. And we didn't have no.
Yeah, we did. You guys didn't have a cell phone, and we had landline. I think I did. I did do that. I did what my mama did to me. I was like, I feel like being grown too. Get off the damn phone.
Listening to your conversation.
Yeah, be on the phone. And be like, who is that? And then she'd be like, let me go ahead. I'll call you back later. Because you know it was your mama.
You gotta play it out. I'll call you back. You be all embarrassed and stuff. Like, dang, your mom just shining on you like that. Let me call you back. So that was it. We had a great relationship. Have a great relationship. Just the only time we got into it was over the phone. And so because we even driving the car, we only had one car at the time. And she would drive, and then, maybe I'd drop her off where she wanted to go, and I would have the car. So we didn't even fight over the car, incidentally. Most, siblings fight over the car. But that wasn't even the issue, just the phone. That's the only thing I can think of was butting heads. One time, let me say this real quick. One time, earlier before that, I think, we had gotten to it. This is when I used to like watching wrestling and everything. And I showed her one of my wrestling moves where I kind of flip you over. And she, of course, used it on me. When I was trying to grab her or something like that, she turned around, grabbed my arm, and flipped me out on the ground. And I'm sitting there looking at her like, how did you do that? I didn't know she was paying attention, but we were really fighting. She just, I guess I was getting on her nerves.
And she's like, I'm going to go ahead and fix your ass.
So we got a great relationship.
That's good. That's good. So do you consider the relationship to be a close bond?
Oh, definitely.
Okay. Even now as an adult?
Yes. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Like I said, we grew up in the church. And, the choir, singing. That's like when we first started singing.
Because you're a singer as well.
Yes.
You sing. See, I love singing. Can't sing a doggone note. So I know y'all be here and be like, why is she singing? Because I love to sing, but I can't hold a note.
Really?
I can't. Maybe I could be trained to sing. I don't know, because you take it. You don't.
Like
People take it from you. They don't. Does you take it from here?
Diagram,
Yeah.
Diagram.
What about you? Did you have any with your siblings? Your sister? I know that you and Mercedes are literally 12 months apart. Literally to the day. 12 months.
I mean, with it being like a big gap between me and Mercedes and Sierra and Jada, I feel like, we all get along, we all love each other, but we're a lot older than they are. So it's more of, probably from their standpoint, they're probably looking at us like maybe a mom or something to them, more so than anything,
But you and Mercedes' relationship, you guys are really bonded.
Right.
You guys are close. Even when they get in an argument or a fight, they eventually come back together. But she was a little terror with Mercedes, because Mercedes used to be scared of dogs, and she knew that. So when she would get mad at Mercedes, I could hear her in the room go,
That's probably why she don't like dogs now.
Okay.
She don't like animals at all. She's just not an animal lover at all.
Yeah. But she doesn't want to see animals hurt. She just is not animal friendly.
Right.
Yeah. Because their last, the people that she lived with, they had a dog, and she used to always feel sorry for it. She'd be like, "Oh, they don't have no water, or they didn't get no food." Yeah. But she's like, "I'm not giving it to them."
That's something like, because I don't feel like Sierra really cares for animals like that either.
Yeah,
but me
isn't
and
that
Jada
weird?
both really
You
love
guys
animals.
overly love animals. You and Jada are animal lovers to the core. So, but and then the other. Oh, I love animals. I do. But
the cat.
Oh, the cat? I talked about the cat. Yeah. That was. Yeah. Yeah. I don't want any. If you can, I always feel like if you can help another living being out, why not?
Right.
I may not be able to take care of it, but I'm going to try to figure out how you can get taken care of.
Especially if it's an animal.
Yeah, because somebody always wants
not
a kitten.
Not like a wild animal or nothing.
Not a wild animal. I'm sorry, I don't know what to do. I can't help you, but
but call somebody.
Right.
Yeah. But for kittens or whatever, dogs. So how was it growing up with your sister? How was it? As far as like, you guys had your own separate rooms, obviously. Yeah. Did she have, a lot of friends come over and she'd be like, "Get out of my room, Howard"?
No,
it wasn't like that?
We like I said, we played together, rode bikes. What's that thing called? Jackstones. I'm trying to, I'm going way back.
Because I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay, it's a game where you have these metal pieces called jacks, and there's a little rubber ball. And what you do is you have to bounce the ball in the air and scoop up the jacks.
You know what jacks are? We just call them jacks.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess I've seen it like on TV. But
you start with one, and then you go to 2, and then you go to 3, and then you go to 4, and you have to scoop them all up and grab the ball at the same time before the ball hits back down on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just because we didn't have video games
at all.
Not like it is a handheld. If you had Atari or you had, Glass?
Yeah, the Atari or Coleco.
Yeah,
Activision.
But that stuff was connected to your TV.
Right.
You wasn't walking around.
Oh no, there's no wireless connections or anything. It's just that TV, and then of course our parents are like,
our marbles.
Get out, the marbles, shooting marbles.
Yeah, you sit there in the circle and you put the marbles in there.
Right, we used to do that. We used to do all that. Chinese checkers.
Yeah.
The Uno, Old Maid.
Yeah, hopscotch.
Hopscotch.
We had when I was in elementary school from 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, and 6th grade in El Centro, California. I went to Sealy. That's where all the Navy kids went. And there was this thing. It was a big tall pole, and it had ropes that hung down, and it had a loop in the hole, and you can stick your arm in there and you can run. And we would swing. We just called it swing. We get on the swing. And you would hold it on, and you would run, and you would swing, and we would go up high. Matter of fact, I still stay in contact with my best. Well, she was one of my best friends when I was in elementary school. She was about as big as this. She could carry anybody. So you would be swinging up high with her because she could go under you and pull you around, and you just be. Can't see myself. I would not let my kids do that now.
Things have changed.
Yeah, because you just holding on with one arm and you swinging around up in the air like 10 feet up in the air.
Right. Yeah.
So we had a different totally childhood than even you, and you had a different childhood even with Sierra and Jada. Right. So yeah, because they still played outside. You guys still went.
Yeah, we love going outside.
Yeah.
We had to be outside.
Because the park was right across the street from us.
That's the thing.
The sound of the basketball next door, and you're inside, like you just want to get out there. Because I remember when I was taking piano lessons and my friends were out there playing. That's why I'm not that great. My mom and sister, they're really good at the piano.
Oh, okay.
I can play at. Because I wanted to go outside. I heard laughter and
you're like, I don't play no
piano. I'm just going through the motions, and then can I go now? And I'm out there to play.
Now you think about it, it's like I wish I knew how to play the piano now, huh? Yeah. Oh yeah.
Much better. But so we grew up good relationship growing up. It wasn't you're my bratty brother, get away from me. Cause
you guys had a really good,
just the 2 years apart, and like there were no sisters for her or no brothers, so we just,
we bonded really tight.
We did.
Yeah, that's good. So did you ever feel your sister was the favorite at any time?
No, I never thought she was the favorite. I thought she was the one that applied herself, especially academically.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to, chasing girls and sports or whatever. I didn't know that you could be competitive academically. I didn't find that out until I got in college. I used to get C's and F's and B's and her, A's and B's.
And she'd be like,
she always had a good report card.
You'd be like this. You'd be like, your sister would be like this to your parents, and you'd be like,
I didn't even. They'd
be like, Howard, where's your report card?
I used to hide mine. But it's kind of hard because she was going to write hers. So it's like, where's your report card?
You can't say you didn't get it.
Right.
You could get it. You could, because it wasn't like it is now. Everything's electronic now. But back then it was on paper. It'd be like, I lost it on the bus. I don't know what to tell you.
They knew. Yeah. So that was the only thing.
Call your school up.
Yeah. Right. They would. But I didn't feel that she was the favorite or anything. I just felt she applied herself, and so that was good for her, I guess, because I was always getting in trouble, PTA meetings, detention, all
you
that
were
stuff.
Detention. I had detention. I did detention too. I was a little rebel.
Detention. Always.
Were you?
I was rebellious.
What did you get detention for?
Because I didn't want to listen.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. You're surprised, huh? I would hate when teachers would come up to me and be like, "Yeah," I'd be like, "Yeah, you're going to detention." Okay.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I was
did that all the time?
Not all the time, because my mom would be like, "Do it again."
Uh-oh.
Do it again. So I would do it maybe once or twice a year because I already
knew. Once or twice.
I already knew.
She was planning on doing it.
Right.
So I was a little rebellious. I had when I was a senior in high school, and I had to go to the bathroom really, really bad. So the bell rang, and I was in the bathroom, and then they had the hall monitor come in there. It was an adult female, and she's like, "You're gonna have to go back to class." I said, "I gotta pee." She was like, "Well, you're gonna have to get a pass to come back." I said, "No, I'm not." I walked into the stall, went to the bathroom. I had to pee.
Right.
And so she wrote me up, and they were going to suspend me for that.
What?
Yes, suspend me because I was being mean because I talked back to the hall monitor. And my mother was like, she talked to the principal and said, "Look, if she has to go to the bathroom, she got to go to the bathroom. There's nothing, she's been this way since she was little." And they was like, "Well, she's going to have to apologize." And I was like, "Apologize? I don't want to apologize." My mom said, "Look, put her on the phone." Like on the phone, she was like, You are about to graduate from high school. Apologize even if you don't mean it.
Right.
Because they're going to suspend you.
Right.
So I apologized. I said, I'm so sorry that I said it'll never happen again. So it never happened again. Right. But yeah, I was very rebellious. Yeah, I was. I don't like people telling me what to do. I think I kind of don't still like it.
Yeah, you're still like that now.
I get, because I'll tell people, I'm an adult. You don't even talk to me like a kid. And they be looking at me. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, she's still crazy. Huh?
I'm still. That's probably where you get it too. Cause you don't be liking people tell you if they really get on your nerves.
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna argue with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's hard though. It is. It's hard.
Yeah. So did you ever want to have a brother? Ever? At any point in time while you were growing up, did you ever want to have a brother?
No, because my friends that lived, one house over, two houses over, we were so close. So it was like having brothers. Even at the church, the youth group, we were so close, and we would do the Sunday school, the vacation Bible school, retreats, like to go to Lake Alatuna, stuff like that. Bake sales. So there was a lot of bonding with the church family. So those were kind of like my brothers. We was always hanging out, doing stuff all the time. Just So
you grew up. You weren't born. You were born in New York, right?
Right.
But you actually were raised here in Georgia.
Right.
Decatur, the hater.
Where is greater?
Decatur, where is greater?
Yeah, right. I used to live in Decatur.
Yeah, we already know. You couldn't pay me to live in Decatur County.
Growing up there,
it's probably different then.
Yeah, it was. It was a lot different. Because we used to be all over the place. You didn't, like I said, there's no cell phones back there, but I would be literally anywhere at any time, and you were safe though. You were just in the neighborhood, and you just had to be home before the street light came on.
Right. I remember that.
You remember the street light? Yeah.
Street light.
Yeah.
We always talking, and we bring a song comes up.
Yeah, that's it though.
She don't know what we talking about.
Street light. Oh, yeah.
They probably talking about make sure you in the house, right?
I don't even remember what the reason why what the backstory on that song was.
Street light.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember the lyrics. I just remember that particular.
I think it's about
you are a music lover.
Yeah, I'm trying to, because it was actually in Smokey, not Smokey, but Sharky's Machine. They played it in that.
Dang.
Remember Sharky's Machine?
I remember that, but you remember like details.
Yeah. Because they filmed it in Atlanta. It was filmed in downtown.
You know what? I think my ex-husband's uncle was in that as an extra at the bar, and I think he actually got they actually got him on camera.
Who?
Dave.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think that was the movie because he would always bring it up. I was in. Yeah, and I think it was Sharky. Yeah, I think it was Sharky's Machine, and it had a bar scene.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen it. I've heard of it.
Was he like an extra or something?
Yeah, but he was at the bar, so you would consider him a featured extra because it actually, I guess the actor interacted with him.
Right.
Did he have a part?
I don't think he had I think this part was just to be a bar patron, but the way they filmed it, that he was in the scene with the actual.
To him.
I don't know. I didn't see the movie, so I don't know if he spoke to him, but he was like, I guess, standing next to him or maybe getting a drink. He was sitting at the bar like he was drinking, and Burt Reynolds walked up and talked to the bartender, and the shot was both of them in it.
So you can't help but see him.
Yeah. Yeah. So I know you are a movie buff. Sometimes we talk and he knows about the movies, he knows about the songs, everything. Because we're not going to talk about that. We're going to wait till next week about a song that you brought up. And on the panel, someone that's going to be on there is going to. You're going to bring it up. Yeah. We're going to bring it up. We're not going to talk. We're not going to tell. We're going to have to wait. We're going to have to wait till next week.
Can't wait. Yeah.
So, could you count on your sister if there's a life situation occurred, like right now, something really bad happened? Can you just pick up the phone to your sister right now?
Yeah, without a doubt.
Okay.
She's there.
Okay.
And then, like I said, with her being an attorney, yeah, she gonna put you on point.
What kind of attorney? What kind of attorney is she?
She was practicing criminal defense at one point, but I think she transitioned into like real estate.
Oh,
something like that.
Probably a little bit more money and less stress.
Well, yeah, because the courtroom, everybody thinks that's just it, that you're guilty and all that traumatic stuff that happens in the court, but it can be stressful because somebody's life is literally in your hands. How you present the case is going to determine whether they're going to prison time or free or.
But she was getting people off.
Right.
She's okay.
Yeah, but then if you know somebody is guilty, you still have to.
It don't matter. You get paid.
Right.
You still have to. You still have to let defend them and let the court know
to decide if they want to take the case or not.
That's true.
But then you can find out later during the course because you're getting evidence that you find out this person is guilty. Because I'm sure that's probably happened where you find out this person is guilty, and I got to figure out how to withhold this evidence, or you gotta, and you're just, it weighs, to me, I feel it would weigh on your conscience after a while, because this person is guilty, and you gotta still defend them. Because everybody's supposed to come in innocent till proven, that's the way it was intended, innocent till proven guilty in the court of law. Now, everything else, but I'm just saying that's in theory, that's how it's supposed to be. So,
Yeah, and the DA has the burden of proof, so it's beyond a reasonable doubt. So it's harder for them to prove the case. It's easier for I guess a defense attorney because the DA, the prosecutor, they have to prove the case, not the defendant. They just have to say it wasn't me, and I got an alibi, I got witnesses.
They just have to prove the evidence that they weren't there at the time. And there's no weapon. You can find no weapon, no body, none of that. That's why I said, if you're gonna be a criminal, do your homework. Do your homework. Don't just be one of them let's go ahead and do this. Nah, we need to do it where we gonna get caught. The DNA, we can't leave no DNA. We can't leave. See. I'm talking too much. Let me go ahead and move on. I think about all this stuff. I know it's weird, huh? But I used to want to be a cop. I wanted to be a cop. Actually, I wanted to be in the narcotic side of the federal government. Okay. Yeah, because I did apply for the CIA. I did. I can go ahead and say it. Yes, I did apply for CIA. Wow. And the first round, I didn't make it.
What did you have to do?
You had to do a test. There was a test. It was a written test. And it was asking you some questions. I was like, what kind of questions? I don't remember. That's 25 years ago?
Was it just about how you would handle a situation?
It was about a little bit. I think they wanted to know if you were trainable. I think that's what it was. They wanted to make sure that they could take you and train you how they wanted to train you. So they asked you certain types of questions to see what type of personality you had. And they were like, nah, she's probably too rebellious. We can't.
That's probably what it was.
She's too rebellious. We can't train her. So And then, and then I wanted, and I was like, I want to be in it's the DEA. I really wanted to be in the DEA. I did. I'm glad that I wasn't, but
you wanted to be a prosecutor?
No, I wanted to be a federal enforcer. That's what I call them now.
DA is what, drug enforcement agent?
Yeah. I wanted to be a person that carried a weapon.
Like Vice.
I wanted to be, and then
that would be cool.
And then I was like, I want.
You a cool girl.
I really wanted to. I really wanted to be that. Right. And then I said, but I want kids.
Yeah.
So I said, kids are more important because how would you feel if your mom was that and then she gets killed and you're like 5 or 6? Right. You go through your whole life without your parent. So I decided that kids were more important than that. I'll just find another career, and I still win the federal government. But I just I'm not going to risk my life, because I want children. Right. So I know it's a little tidbit of me. So
I didn't know that.
I know. Maybe that's probably why we connected. Maybe on the that, because I've been told that people thought I was a police officer before. Yeah, they thought because your demeanor is so it's very aggressive.
So aggressive.
Well, them cops be mean.
You know what? I think I wouldn't be mean. I would never be disrespectful. But if somebody was doing something that is unlawful, I'm not gonna just pick certain, because I feel like they just pick up certain people. They pick on them.
Right.
I'm not a pick on people because I feel like I'm not a bully. I've never been a bully.
Right.
I don't like
abuse your power.
No, I would not. But if you're literally doing something I know is freaking wrong, you getting pulled over.
Right.
Because I know that's wrong.
Right.
I know for a fact you're not following the whatever it is. But I'm not I don't like bullies. I don't like them in high school. I didn't like them in school at all. I was always the one that protected the person getting bullied.
Yeah.
I've never liked bullies because I feel like to me, if you're a bully, you're weak. Weakness is a bully. That's how I see a bully, even as an adult.
Right.
So yeah. So
That's good.
yeah. So did you ever have a crush on one of your sister's friends? We getting into tea now.
Wow.
Is she watching this, isn't she?
She will. Probably all of them.
All of them. Man, she has some fun.
Fine friends.
Did they mess with you? Did they pick on you?
No, it was just little brother. But it was cool because being 3 years behind her, so like if I saw one of them in the hallway and I'm walking with my boys and they're like, "Hey, Alan, how you doing?" And so I'll be like, "Hey, what's up?"
Yeah, and then your guys friends be like,
"How you know her?"
Right.
she a senior.
That's right. He's like and stuff. And I'm just like, they didn't know they were my sister's friend.
Right.
I'm just trying to act like, I got it like that.
Yeah, I got it like that. Yeah.
But
we know how you guys do.
yeah,
Showboat.
Right.
I liked all of them. I liked all her friends.
You liked all of them?
Oh yeah, but there was one in particular. She's in Dubai right now.
No. Is she single?
No.
Oh, okay.
She's not single. But it was she was so boy.
She stay in touch with your sister still to this day?
She kept all her high school friends. You know, guys, I think females are more, social when it comes to keeping those
certain friends,
friends. Well, we kind of just, I holler at you, dog. If I do.
Or you might have just one or two
Yeah,
that
one or two.
really, really close that you
Right,
stay in contact with.
But
Yeah.
all of them,
Yeah.
all her friends, they were all bad.
Well, you didn't have to worry. You didn't have any brothers, so you didn't have that
Right.
issue. It was kind of like, yeah.
What about you?
Me?
Your brothers?
Well, I was the
friends?
oldest. I'm the oldest.
Okay, so
So-
you wouldn't really be.
Yeah, they had crushes on me.
Right. Yeah,
But they was little. I was just like,
Right,
"You're my
right,
brother.
right,
Get
right.
away." I'd be like, "Get away."
Right,
But I used to
that's
mess
it.
with them. I was the agitator. I loved agitating. There was this one. I can't even remember his name. He's my baby brother's best friend at the time, and he would come over there all the time, and I would just agitate him. He'd be like, "Why are you always messing with me? Why are you always messing with me?" Because I like messing with you. Because it's fun. That's what I would say. Because it's fun.
Bully.
I know, right?
I wasn't a bully, but I think because I wasn't a bully, I wasn't mean to him. I would just be like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you over here? Why didn't you go home? Why are you over here?" Just
Oh,
stupid,
wow.
yeah, just stupid stuff.
Why over here?
I know, right? What are you doing here?
Yeah.
Why are you here?
Yeah,
Go
you
away.
come over here to eat our food. I was that, but it was only him, and I think because, he was a cute little kid. But he was just fun. He made it. He wasn't. He indulged me. Like he liked for me to mess with him because he would. He'd be like, "Why do your sister always?" Yeah. I think he liked it. But I never liked Eric. I never messed with any of his friends. His friends were kind of like him, very, very reserved, very straight, narrow. Because that's how Eric is. Bootsy was more of. He was a lot of fun. So his friend was a lot of fun. But I can't remember his name. I wish I could remember his name. I can't remember his name. But he was real cool. He was a real cool guy. Real cool. And I think that was one of the few friends that my brother stays in contact with. Just him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
You still talk to him now?
yeah, I think he does.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I just wish I could remember his name.
Yeah,
I don't remember his name.
Stayed in touch with all of her high school friends,
Oh, wow.
college, grad school. Yeah.
What high school did y'all graduate?
South Cab.
Is that still exist?
Yeah, syndicator.
Okay.
That's where at one point I think Andre 3000 went there for a little while. They transferred to Tri-Cities. Quincy Carter, he used to play in the NFL. He was a quarterback for the Cowgirls. Cowgirls. He was a quarterback
for you Dallas fans. Nobody likes Dallas here. No, I don't like no damn Cowboys.
Yeah, so he was a quarterback. He went there too. He was a sophomore when I was a senior. And there's a guy in the NFL now that came out of Southwest Cab. So quite a few. And then Rashawn Ali. I don't know if you.
It sounds familiar.
She was in Sisters in the Shrink too. She was the boss lady at the beginning. Where her employee was late and on the computer. She's like, I need to talk to you.
Okay.
And blah blah blah. She was my classmate. That's so crazy because I haven't seen her since we graduated, like June 10th, 1993. And then
she was in your class as well?
Yeah, she was
okay.
Her father was our football coach.
Okay. Coach nice.
But we were in the movie together, 20-something, 30-something years later. But we didn't have any scenes together, so I never got to see her. But I was talking to one of the producers, and she was like, Rashawn, her real name was Rashawn Godfrey, but she uses Rashawn Ali. And I was like, Rashawn, I was like, she's in this movie? I was like, that's my classmate.
No, wow.
She's like, really?
Yeah, from high school.
Yeah, isn't it a small world when you really think about it? Yeah. Oh, wow. So what was the most memorable about your childhood with your sister?
Most memorable? Probably singing together, like I said, in the choir, and then.
What is your what is your tone? What do you sing?
I can do everything, but tenor is what I sang in the choir.
Okay.
Yeah, I can get down in the basement in the morning time.
Yeah, you do sound like you have the Barry White.
You'll never find.
Well, I can do, some of the.
What'd you say, Valentina? You sing a song? What song? Go ahead and sing it.
Barry White?
Yeah, what was it? What would you say?
Yeah, you'll never find.
No, that's not my favorite one. The other one is my favorite one.
My first.
Yeah, last, my everything. That's my favorite. That's my favorite one. That's
on
my
the
favorite.
Wii?
Yeah, we used to do Just Dance. We used to do that on Just Dance, but I just love that song. I love that song.
Yeah.
Oh,
They don't make love songs that way no more.
Excuse me. Yeah.
They really don't. Like those were baby making songs.
I know.
That's where all the millennials came from.
So much stuff. I mean, it was good music because I didn't appreciate the music, our parents' music, until I got older. I mean, I kind of would listen to the records, but now I have such an appreciation of it because, like you said, it was love songs. It was something they were talking about. Something. I mean, they're still talking about something now.
But they ain't talking about nothing.
Right. It's just,
They didn't uplift back then. They uplifted the woman. Their songs were uplifting, letting her know you are mine. I love you. This is forever. They don't do that now. They just like turn over, pump it. And it's like, how do you're making a whole generation of hoes.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because I always feel the music controls the pop. I don't care what nobody says. The music controls the population.
And it does.
So yeah, it does. Music frequencies, all of that has a lot of subconscious things going on in your head.
Right.
So let me ask Valentina. So what would be for your generation a love song?
Look at the
guys
guys
trying to. Yeah, like this is just like we're saying. Like we got love song. We could rattle off. So many. So what would be a love song? If a guy's trying to court you and not come up with that.
Okay, so there's this new song by Drake that I like. It's called Search and Rescue. So in the song, for me, what I gathered from it, because I'm also really into music, and I kind of listen to music based off like my mood or what's going on at the time. But when I heard this song, like, it's like a love song. It's pretty much about him just talking about, he's ready to settle down with somebody, not just based off his money, or they don't even have to be as famous as him type thing. And maybe he needs to try to switch up like where he's going to like find somebody that's real, Yeah. So to me, that would be like a love song. It's not like disrespectful or anything like that. And I feel like it's really catch up in his Drake. So
Okay.
That's cool. I was just curious.
And another song by Gunna is called "Banking on Me." This song came out like 2 years ago. I love that song too.
Who is it?
Gunna. Banking on me. Banking on me.
I'd have to
banking
hear.
on me on the bank.
She's banking on me on the bank. Oh wow. She's banking on me on the bank. Oh, wow.
Well, I guess I don't know. Like,
Wow.
You sit down.
Look. Okay. That's some lyrics right there. She's banking on me on the bank.
I mean, it's a good song, but anyways.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's different than the love. It was love making music.
100 Ways.
Yeah.
James Ingram, Teddy P, Isleys. What's his name? Al Green.
I know.
Temps, Four Tops, Commodore. 3 Times a Lady.
I know. That was that Lionel Richie?
Yes. 3 Times
I know.
a Lady.
Hello.
Thanks for
Is
the
it me
times
you're
that you
looking
me.
for?
Oh yeah, hello. That's Lionel
I can
Richie.
see it in your eyes.
Yep.
But Robin Thicke is real good
Robin Thicke.
to be like more.
Alan Thicke's son from.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, he has
Robin
his.
Thicke.
I know you're talking about, but we talking about just.
No, he's talking about y'all's generation.
The music that our parents listen
that's
to.
just our parents now. Our the 90s stuff, Boys to Men, Jodeci, Condition,
Genuine, LL Cool J.
Yeah, Genuine.
Yeah, I Need Love was probably the first ballad
for rap.
Yeah, everybody was bumping that.
Yep.
The hardest cats.
Right, still going.
Right.
Yeah. There. I mean, and then I hate to say it, but I mean, R. Kelly, his. I think was the first. What's his first album?
When he was still with Public Announcement, you're talking about. Songs.
Yeah, when he was. I don't know if he was
Public Announcements. It was.
I think it was his first solo.
Slow dance.
It was It was one. I think when he.
Love.
No. The one where it was. Oh gosh, it was the baby.
Yes,
that album.
Body,
yeah.
My body is telling me yes,
baby.
I
don't wanna hurt you.
And you like this? You like this?
Like you know when it's coming on. Like you anticipating. I don't see nothing wrong. You was bumping and grinding. Right.
You was bumping and grinding.
Right.
Next 9 months.
Kelly, look.
I know what you was playing.
Okay.
Yep, that R. Kelly. And I went to a Jodeci concert. I saw Jodeci. I saw when Mary J. Blige. I saw when they were touring with Mary J. Right. And then I saw them again by themselves. And then I saw when they got older. And I was done. I was like, nah, you don't never need to go. Really? This was back in maybe 2014. It was in the mid 21st century. And the old boy was old. He was old.
JoJo and Casey?
No, Casey. Was it Casey? Casey's the skinny one, brother.
Right.
Yeah, he looked like he was death over. I don't know if he was. I don't know. I'll just say he did not look the same, and I was just like his brother looked the same, but he didn't. And he was just doing the whole thing that he did back when he was in his 20s, doing the grind and taking it. I'm like, no, put your shirt back on.
Yeah. That'd be like Bobby Brown.
We are past that. We are in our 40s now. I'm gonna need you to put your shirt back on.
Right.
I want you to mature with your age.
Right.
Yeah.
You can still you have a voice. You don't need to do all that.
Right.
And I was just like, I was done. I was like, I don't like it.
I feel the same way. I was gonna say I feel the same way with Janet and those older artists still trying to do all the real sexy stuff. It's like you don't gotta do that anymore.
No.
Just sing the song, you know what I'm saying?
Sing the song.
You somebody's mom, you probably somebody's grandma at this point.
Aunt.
You still
Great aunt.
Gotta get your freak on.
Right. It's like you don't need
leave
to
that
do
to the
that.
city
because
right.
you're
Right.
She's matter of fact, she's in. Yes, matter of fact, she's in.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah. Well, you know, Nicki, she getting up there, so she's gonna have to switch up too.
Beyonce too.
Beyonce gonna switch up too.
See them doing it too much. It's more classy for them.
You need to be classy. You should. You have to reinvent yourself. Not sitting there saying that you can't do a little bit of it to show that, hey, I still got it.
Right.
But not the whole entire show. Like, okay, you 50-something years old. Not sitting there. I'm not sitting there saying that there's anything wrong, but you should mature with your age.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're
if
not
you're
gonna act the same way you act at 50 that you did at 25.
No, you're not. No.
Because you just not. You shouldn't, right?
No, you should be wiser.
Right, I hope you don't. Right. So yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a hard reality check for people, I guess.
Yeah, because
I can still twerk because, but twerk with
I know
your
I
man.
got it, but you
Twerk with your man.
Right.
Twerk
Don't
with your
everybody
man.
need to see it.
Yeah, I'm not. If I go out and there's we're dancing or whatever, there's just certain things I'm just not gonna do anymore. Unless I'm with a bunch of girls and we all in a circle together, then we playing with each other.
Right, that's different.
But if I
with each other.
playing like I know I say weird stuff. But dancing with each other. I just say playing because, I mean, when I dance with girls, it's just playing. We're playing around while we're dancing. Right. And I guess I'm just old school. I just be using weird stuff.
I guess.
But, you know, just dancing, we might, you know, just dance different. But then if I'm dancing with the actual guy,
it's going to be different.
certain things I'm just not going to do because I'm older and I'm going to save that for later. I'm gonna give him just enough to say, okay, well, I know what we gonna do.
Right.
When we get back to the house.
Right. Yeah. And everybody probably gonna be thinking the same thing.
Yeah, they sure are, but they're not gonna see everything.
But they're not gonna be thinking, oh, she looked like she too old to be acting like that. Like, what's she doing?
Yeah. So I mean, I think there's age appropriate. Yeah, a little age appropriate.
I agree with that.
I don't think there's anything wrong with the older woman being sexy. If she still got it,
definitely still be sexy.
Mm-hmm. There's a sex appeal. There's a sex appeal that even as an older woman you can have.
With it, right?
Yeah, because I don't ever have no problem going out and men be like, hey,
for sure.
Hey,
right.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna acknowledge because I'm not, I think you should acknowledge. If a man acknowledges your beauty or acknowledge you, hey, how you doing? Keep on. That's what I do every time when I'm out. This one guy, he was like, you walking real fast. Sure am.
Right.
He said, where you going? To my car? Well, you have a blessed day. You too. I mean, he got off his phone and was like, hold on a minute to talk to me.
Right. Oh yeah.
But I ain't stopped. I'm not even stopping. What am I stop for?
Right.
First of all, I ain't trying to, no. Right. But I'll talk to you while I'm walking.
Right, you ain't even my type.
We already did my type. Okay. No. So what? You don't have one. No, it's just
said not really. It's not anymore.
No, not really. It just depends. It's a connection for me.
It's not more. It's not so much surface.
Yeah, it's not surface. It can't be anymore. It has to be a connection, a deep connection.
Right.
Because I'm looking for forever.
Yeah. Right.
Because I'm on forever.
To pass the physical.
Yeah, I want the forever. I want the forever. So, what do you think creates a healthy relationship with your sister now that you are adults?
What creates a healthy situation?
Yeah. What do you think creates a healthy relationship? What do you think creates it? I would just give you a little hint. Communication.
That's what I was about to say.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say communication. Because we're adults now. So, you got to be able to talk and this is what's going on with me and so on and so forth. Definitely communication. That would be, I think, the most
big
important.
thing, yeah.
The most important.
So do you guys still, because sometimes I do this with my brothers. Like when it's just us, when it's us three plus me talking, we still sometimes do the little poke the bear kind of situation. Like we'll still kind of make fun of each other or joan on each other. Just a little bit, not real, but it's just because it's between us. But if we're in a population or we're around other people, we're not going to do that. But so do you guys do that when you guys are together? You don't
joan each other. We pretty much.
Yeah, I guess.
It's almost like leave it to Beaver type thing. It was just the phone was the only issue we had. And she would defend me being her younger brother too, if anything popped off. But so it was kind of great. Yeah, as a matter of fact, when she was dating this one cat that played football, because they used to kind of haze the 8th graders. They would throw us in the locker room and beat on us or whatever. But yeah, I know, right? It was rough.
Back in the day, we could do that.
Used to get away with it. Right. But her dating one of the football players, it was like he was like my big brother. And so I had that in my back pocket, so they didn't really mess with me because of that. So like I said, her just having that relationship with Lewis, it was like, man, I got protection now, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, she was like the protector, but no, we didn't really like clown on each other about anything.
Okay. You guys are normal sibling adults.
Well, just we were just. I know one time we were in elementary school trying to catch the bus and it was raining and we had to run to catch it and we both ended up falling down in front of all our friends. And so we had like embarrassing moments together. So I couldn't. If she was the only one that fell, yeah, maybe I could be like, you remember that time when you tried to catch the bus and you this and that. The only thing probably maybe she could bring up to me was at Fort Gillum when I was swimming I didn't know how to swim.
You know how to swim now?
Yeah.
Okay.
But, one of my friends was swimming in the deep end, so I thought I would just figure it out. And so I jumped in there thinking,
I can do this.
All this water I see water everywhere. And I'm just like, ooh. And I was drowning. The lifeguard had to come in and save me. How embarrassing that is. The pool was packed. So, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like just me and my sister and a friend. No, it was everybody. All the kids were there. And it was like the lifeguard, my friend was like,
were you like screaming and stuff?
No, I was under, I popped up and got some air, but I was just kind of thrashing in the water.
Wow.
Like, oh my gosh.
What was it? How deep was it?
8 feet. Yeah.
You was crazy.
Yeah, I know. I was.
You couldn't swim 8 feet.
So he, I heard my friend calling him, and so he blew the whistle, got right out of the pool. He jumped in, and I had the mindset to just relax, because as long as you're thrashing, they
it makes
can't
it
touch
worse.
you.
Yeah,
they're not going to touch you. You'll drown them. So they got to wait till you calm the F down, and then he hooked me around the neck and swam me. So I'm sitting there coughing up water. Everybody's watching, all the kids, and everybody's sitting there looking. It's so embarrassing. So that's the only thing maybe she could be like, I don't know what made you think you could swim at 8 years old. That's probably the only thing she could pick me about.
Wow, you had you know what? So it's funny you brought up the water situation. Because my mother was one of those moms where I had to take care of my younger brothers. Like when we would, my dad was in like tech school.
Yeah.
We weren't on the military base, so we would be at like apartments, and they had a pool. So that was the only thing for us to do. So mom like, take your brothers to the pool, and you better watch them, and none better happen to them.
Right.
And so I can remember we was on the float. We had one of them floaty things, them raft kind of floaties. Right. And we were thrashing on it, whatever. Next thing I know, Bootsy's going down under the water. He can't come. He has to be alive when we go back to the apartment.
Right, you better.
So I saved him with that.
You jumped in and saved him.
Yes, I saved him with that. And then we went to, we used to go traveling a lot. My dad used to like take us camping and stuff. Went to Arizona, and Bootsy thought he could get in the water again. We was at a lake.
Guess he wasn't traumatized.
No, he wasn't traumatized.
He jumped into the lake.
Okay.
And I'm standing there at the pier like, okay, is he going to come up? He ain't come up.
Oh, wow.
I had to jump down in to get him.
Right.
I'm telling you, that was all God. I'm telling you. It was, the water was so murky.
Yeah,
oh, wow.
Right in the lake, yeah.
And I was like, because all I thought of was that I'm going to be killed if he's dead.
Right.
I'm going to be killed if he's dead.
You would have.
And I got it. Obviously, he's alive. Right. So, but yeah, that was a scare. It was a scare. Because my mother put all that pressure on me to take care of my siblings. Right. I actually potty trained Bootsy. Because I would have to, when I came home from school, I had to watch him. And my mom said, put him on a pot till he pees and poop. So I trained him how to, I'm what, in 4th grade? Oh yeah,
8 years old. Which brother are you? closest to?
Eric.
Eric. Okay.
Yep. He's the middle. I'm the oldest middle, and then Bootsy, and then Lewis, who's in the same age group as they are.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
He had to learn twice.
Yeah. My mother did not play. And I would hate it.
Yeah.
I hated it, and then I guess that's where I get my motherliness from. Even with other people, even if I'm in a relationship or dating a guy, I have a tendency to be motherly, and it comes from my childhood. I was always the one. You better take care of this, and this, and if any problems, it's gonna be your ass.
Okay. Right. You just gotta do it.
So what about you? You have any siblings?
Oh no.
Any sibling stories that I don't know about?
You gotta be a little bit more specific.
Oh God. I mean, just any of these questions resonate with anything from when you were a child, with your sister. I mean, not even with Sierra and Jada, just because I know you and Mercedes, where you guys were like this when y'all were little. She went somewhere, you was going too. You guys, I even dressed them alike. People used to think they were twins. They're like, are they twins? Because they were so, when they became like, 3 and 4, they almost were, almost the same height and everything.
Yeah.
And I used to dress them alike. So.
I don't know. I guess, like me and Mercedes are close, but I just feel like we have a different type of relationship,
As adults now?
Even as kids, too. Like, I don't know. I don't really remember too much of my childhood, especially not, like, how you're, like, so in detailed about how it was with you and your sister or you and your brothers growing up. But I guess it was just different. But, because you were there. But it definitely was, we just had each other back then. So
yeah, you guys were latchkey kids. You guys would have to come home and call me 50 million times.
Right.
To tell me.
Sure. Right.
Yeah. Or I would call you guys. Well, if I call you, better answer that phone.
I know that's right.
Yeah. But I think that just having you guys were really good girls. Yeah. Like I didn't really have, I think that every child is gonna test their parents. That's what you're supposed to do. But you guys they didn't give me. Yeah, I was a very loving mom. I felt I was very loving, very affectionate with my girls.
Until I got a little bit older.
Yeah,
and then our relationship started to change.
Yeah, I mean, I still try to be affectionate with you. I think. I mean, I still give you hugs or say I
don't care about that. I'm not an affectionate person.
No, she's not. Now, I think Mercedes got all the affection. I think she absorbed whatever little.
She's like a damn teddy bear. Like.
Yeah, she'd be like, mommy.
She want to be cuddled.
Yeah, this is her, mommy.
Right.
Can I sleep in the bed with you, girl? Right. And she just likes to be close to me. And that's her. And it doesn't bother me because I was that way with my mom, especially when we lived in Maryland. Like she'd be watching TV in the bed and I would go.
To be under?
I'd get in the bed with her and sit with her and watch whatever she was watching. That's how I got involved with Law and Order and all that, because that's what she would be watching. And I would sit there with her. And I'm glad that I did that.
Yeah. At that time.
Yeah, at that time. This was way before Alzheimer's. Yeah. And I would just sit there. And then my dad would come and he'd be like, I know you ain't gonna stay in the room. And my mom would be like, if she wants to.
She can stay, huh?
Yeah, but eventually I would get up. When my dad got into bed, eventually I would get up and go out. But yeah, I was that way, I guess. You guys got different pieces of me. So yeah. Were you affectionate? I didn't ask. Were you guys affectionate with your parents? Were they affectionate or?
Yeah. Dad was always active with, like I say, he was the Boy Scout, so he'd be at my football practices. We would take fishing trips with the men's, what they call it?
Group?
The men's group, the PMOC, Protestant Men.
Okay.
In the chapel.
Okay.
And Mom, she was in the choir too, and she would, like I said, we started singing as a trio at church as well. And that was cool.
Oh, wow. So you, your mom, and your sister. Nice. Yeah. Did your dad did he do anything really. Entertaining?
The only time he sang with us when we did Kirk Franklin's The Reason Why we sing, or he did the speaking part.
So he did the speaking part.
Right, he did the sing, he did the speaking part.
Okay.
So that was the time all four of us would perform. The only one time we all four.
Nice. Well, I got one more question before we close out our podcast this week with our wonderful host, wonderful guest.
You, wonderful host, right?
Wonderful guest. Wonderful guest.
Three of us is hosts.
Yes, that I'm glad that he's here and he decided to come.
Yeah.
So, if you and your sister, is your sister married and do you get along with her spouse? Yeah, her husband.
She is married, and her husband can never forget their anniversary. It's December 13 of 2014. So 12, 13, 14 is when they got married.
Oh, wow.
So there's no way he has no excuse. Yeah, December
13 to 14.
Yeah, 2014.
Oh, so she's only been married she's married.
Yeah,
Not a very
14.
long time. Yeah.
Yeah, but Brian, he's cool. We went to the Falcons game together.
Is he from Atlanta as well?
Yeah, he's from Georgia too. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, Georgia boys.
Yeah. Because he went to the University of Georgia.
Okay. Is he an attorney as well?
No, he works for the tax commissioner's office.
Okay.
He's a tax assessor.
Well, one of them people.
Yeah, but he's so cool though. He's so cool.
We talked about that. Like, I hate it because the taxes. I would get stressed. I get stressed after New Year's.
Sure.
It's the stress. I got to stress because until April comes.
Oh, I know.
I'm stressed.
Trust me, because you don't know if you're getting a return or you're going.
I don't think nobody got. I don't even think the people who made $17,000 a year got a tax return this year. Nobody, because people always like, I got a tax return. I don't think nobody got a tax return. And they did it some kind of way where nobody got any money, unless you got a business or whatever.
Right.
So yeah. So you want to add anything before we go ahead and close this out?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
Yeah, we just enjoyed having Howard and learning a little bit about him, even though I know a lot about
a
Howard.
lot I didn't know.
Yeah, that you didn't know, that Valentina didn't know.
Right.
Did you get along with your brother's wives and everything?
Yeah. I love Bootsy's wife, Jerica. Love her to death. She's
meet her too before.
Yeah, she's a Leo, so she always gotta be the boss.
Okay.
And me being a Cancer, I'm kind of like I want to be the boss, but I'll let somebody else be the boss. Yeah, I respect that she wants to be the boss. I'm like, okay, it's cool. I don't have a problem. And then Eric's wife, Yulisa, we get along. I think we get along better now than we did when we were younger. Okay. Because he married her when he was a lot younger.
I feel like y'all all have...
We're all A-type personalities.
Y'all all had y'all's moments. Y'all have had to grow to where y'all at now.
Because we're all strong. And my brother's married strong, very strong women. They're very strong. And so, and then they got a strong sister. So, sometimes you have that. But I'm respectful at the same time. Especially if I'm at their house. It's kind of like, whatever. It's her house.
Yeah.
If I don't like it, I can get in my car and leave.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah. So, well, at least you don't have to worry about it because you got all sisters. So, we'll see what happens when you meet your sister's
future
husband. Yeah, future husband. See how
he seemed cool so far.
Yeah, he seems real cool. Yeah.
But my thing is, like, it really don't matter how I feel because if he makes her happy,
that's how I look at it. But I mean, when you just interact, you want to be able to get along with everybody.
I mean, I feel like I can get along with anybody, especially if this is a person that you're deciding to be with. Because I'm not going home with y'all at night, so I don't see what
transpires after.
Yeah, exactly. As long as you respect me as a person,
right?
Yeah,
we don't got no smoke.
That's true.
Yeah, we don't got no smoke.
No smoke.
Well, we will be back not Wednesday, but Thursday next week.
Okay, yeah, Thursday. I'm about to say what's going on.
Yeah, Thursday, and we are looking to have a panel podcast with a bunch of entertainers. And we're just gonna have a perspective on a lot of stuff with them. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. So you guys have a great night, and we will catch you on the flip side.
See ya.